But if you can just master one of these today, just one, you're going to put yourself in such an advantage compared to the rest of the market. And we're going to utilize these three techniques. We're going to talk about owner financing, we're going to talk about lease purchases, and we're going to talk about subject to deals. So what is owner financing? Now, I know there's some savvy owner financing people in this room right now. Looking at some of them right now. You can't tell that I'm looking at you, but I am. Owner financing, and we're going to do tons of deals here. Owner financing is really when the seller's your bank. So you're going to go approach a seller. Typically, when we say like a pure owner financing deal, is that it's debt-free, meaning the property has no mortgage on it. You're going to go ahead and close on the property. Title's going to transfer to your company, and then you're going to make monthly payments to the seller. Now, you can get rates as low as 0%, which is absolutely amazing because I don't know a single bank out there where you can go to them and tell them, hey, I want a 0% interest rate right now. Has anybody found a bank that you can do that yet? I know I'm being facetious, but if you do find one, I would entertain talking to them.
And here's a big question we get a lot, Zach. I don't know why more lately, but can you do other properties? Of course you can. You don't have to have a single family asset class only. Today, so stick around. You're gonna see singles, you're gonna see multis, and you're gonna see commercial and mixed use, all done owner financing. People buy planes and boats owner financing, especially the higher end and the wealthy. It's being done all day, every day. A lot of people just don't know about it. So you can now know about it and know how to do that for life.
Yeah, these are the tools and the techniques that are gonna absolutely put you over the top, especially if you're actively doing real estate deals right now. So the next is subject to deals. This is, think of it as the complete opposite. If we're just being as like, really just being like the pure version of a subject to deal. So subject to deal is when you go ahead and you approach a seller, typically there's not a lot of equity in the property. Now we're gonna show you deals where you buy them sub to and there's an owner financing component. But when we're talking about just subject to deals, this property is usually pretty high leveraged with the mortgage. You're gonna go ahead and close on it. Title's gonna transfer to you, but the mortgage is gonna remain in the seller's name and attached to the seller's credit. Yes, it's completely legal. It happens all the time. We've done hundreds of these deals. And if you actually have ever closed on a property before, like traditionally, there is a section on the closing docs that says subject to. Okay, and we'll actually share with you throughout today how we structure them as well. I know if you were on last night, we had PCS on there, but we have attorneys that will show you exactly how to be able to structure these from an asset protection as well. Then you're going to make payments on their behalf. And then here's some quick fun facts here. More than 9 of every 10, so it's 91.8 US homeowners have a mortgage less than 6% interest rate. So between these two techniques, we're sharing you how to get interest rates from 6% to 0. Right now, you can't get that in the open market. And honestly, most of the subject to deals that we're doing aren't even as high as 6%. Actually, a lot of them are in the 5%, 4%, and 3%, which means
By the way, guys, what mailing do you think perhaps maybe Nick will do for a house for himself? Free and clear and interest rates below 5%. You can get very specific here. It's cool.
Well,
very cool.
So roughly 4 in 5 homes and mortgages with mortgages have interest rates below 5%, and nearly 1/4 have an interest rate of 3%. Talk about having knowledge that most investors do not, right? If you have the ability to go get access to interest rates 6% and less, just utilizing these two techniques. So I'm not even going to tell you today that you're going to master all of the techniques that we do. Although we'll show you how to be a transaction engineer and know which one to use with which based upon the seller's motivation. But if you can just master one of these today, just one, you're going to put yourself in such an advantage compared to the rest of the market. The third one we're going to talk about is as a lease purchase. So what's a lease purchase? So lease purchase is when you go ahead and you approach a seller and you actually just take control of the property. Because the mortgage is going to remain in the seller's name, title's not going to transfer, and you're going to make the payments on the seller's behalf. You're going to cloud the title. So This is a very common way for somebody to get involved in creative financing or lease purchases, because you don't have to worry about closing costs. You actually don't have to worry about closing the property. And the script, when it comes to speaking with the seller, knowing that they're still on title, is a very simple script and usually can close deals a lot quicker.